First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now. As always, appreciate everybody joining us. We live stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Pacific, and then throughout the afternoon as well. If there's ever breaking news, this is the place to go to for that. Right now, we're talking about a big golf tournament that is coming up on October 2nd for the Oregon Charity Championship. Now, this is something that's going to involve over 30 different nonprofits from the region that are going to be competing for prizes. That's part of it, but really it's also being a part of it means that we get to talk about what they do, how they help the community, and really get to know each one of these amazing organizations. And today we're going to be talking to Project 48 and everything that they do. And to do so, we have Brandy Memory, who is the co-founder of Project 48, joining us. And Brandy, thanks for being here. And really, I meant that too. A lot of what we want to do here with having these segments on Fox 12 Now is in case somebody doesn't know what an organization does or needs an introduction, to the community at large, we like to do that. And so you're the co-founder, obviously, of Project 48. And I was hoping maybe you could tell us, a little about yourself and maybe why you wanted to start this.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, today is actually our 4th birthday, so it works out perfect to be here today.
Nice.
We founded in 2019, in September of 2019, and I co-founded with my identical twin sister. We really founded the organization out of both of our experiences, her as a foster parent for 10 years, and for me, I was a respite care provider and a CASA for Clackamas County. And for both of us combined, we saw a lot of the experiences that youth have as they're coming into foster care and moving throughout the system. And as we were both kind of transitioning into new seasons of how to support youth experiencing foster care in a different way, we saw some gaps in services. And for us, it was huge to just be aware that when kids are transitioning into foster care or into new foster placements, they really lack immediate access to essential items. So clothing, hygiene items, socks, underwear, all of the basics that kids deserve to have access to. They're literally removed from a home, a place of living, their residence, with literally nothing but the clothes on their back most of the time. And so for us, we were like, how do we provide something that's immediate and that they have access to right away to sort of ease that transition for them? It's a vulnerable time. They're in extreme trauma. Their world has been upended. So we wanted to make sure they had something that was comforting, that provided confidence, and that was their very own. So that was how Project 48 started.
Wow. I mean, that would be a traumatic experience for anyone, of any age, going through that, being just uprooted and all you have is the clothes on your back, let alone if you're a kid and maybe it's happened to you multiple times, or you're somebody in foster care and this has happened to you multiple times and you have nothing. So that's fantastic. So they get provided the things that maybe we take for granted that I would think, that people really need, those items. That's amazing. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Like, how does that happen? How are you able to provide that to them?
Yeah, so they get provided with 3 days of clothing. Shoes are in there, a backpack or duffel, hygiene items, clothing, and everything's brand new. And we do high quality brand names. So for us, it was important that they weren't getting hand-me-downs or secondhand. We wanted them to have the best of the best. They deserve it in those vulnerable moments. And we have partnered up with all the child welfare offices in Multnomah, Washington, and Clackamas County, and their caseworkers or anyone who has that immediate contact point with them through child welfare requests a bag from us, and it is packed and delivered in 48 hours, which is our name, Project 48. So that bag gets delivered to their caseworker and then passed on immediately to the young person, and we serve ages 7 to 21 with our bags. And it's been a really incredible process of building slowly throughout the last 4 years, those relationships with all of the child welfare offices in each county. There's 8 of them total that we serve with these guys.
I mean, that's a lot just right there, just building up those relationships that you just mentioned. I mean, with 8 different organizations, 8 different, systems to get used to talk to. I mean, that was probably a tremendous amount of time just building that up, wouldn't it be?
It really was. And I think what we realized immediately was everyone was like, hey, where have you been? We've needed something like this, especially with the age demographic that we serve. There really aren't a lot of other nonprofits that serve youth experiencing foster care above the age of 6. And so for us, we wanted our school age kids who are transitioning or entering into care to have something with the knowledge that they are heading into probably a new school, or if they're headed back to school, we wanted them to have something and feel like they fit in and kind of give them that confidence piece. And so it was really important that we make sure that they had all of those items quickly and fast. And so it's been a really fun experience to see it unfold over the last 4 years. We've had a tremendous impact and feel like we're just getting started. So I'm really grateful to keep doing this work. We made it through a pandemic. So I feel like if we can do that, we can do anything.
I was just going to say, yeah, you started 4 years ago. You were right there just before everything started going on. How have you, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of changes that you've seen just even in that 4 years, but really what have the biggest changes been since you started to where you are now?
Yeah, well, I think for us, launching into each county was probably the biggest changes every step along the way with that. And then a year ago, the biggest change programmatically for us was that we launched a program to serve youth who are transitioning out of foster care. So that was a need that we saw as we continued to do bags. And if we felt like bags weren't quite the right fit for them, they needed more support, more services. And so we launched our Life Skills Transitions program a year ago in September. And so we're serving youth who are transitioning out of care with workforce readiness, life skills. They get interview preparation, they get a resume building class, a career fair, and they just get a lot of support from us and kind of wraparound services here in a 6-week period that they get to join us. And they get paid to be here, which we're really proud to be able to do that for them. They get compensated and they get to graduate and get a little party. So it's been a really fun addition and growth piece for us.
That's amazing. They can get paid on top of that too, and while helping themselves out, for all these things that you're providing. That's incredible. Well, I see the sign there behind you. 3,709 foster youth served. Like how many people are you serving on an average, at an average time, I guess?
Yeah, so with our 3 different programs, we have our bag program, that's our founding program. That is on an average of anywhere from 40 to 60 youth a month that we serve with bags. And Project 48 at this point still purchases about 90% of our inventory. So we're heavily reliant on donations and our community for that. With our life skills program, we serve 10 youth at a time, 6 cohorts in a year. So about 60 youth there that we have the capacity to serve for that. And then our holiday program, which is our holiday drive we do every year that serves teens who have a current caseload in Tri-County area. That is about 450 teens a year that get gifts from us during the holiday season. So it's a mad dash, but it's really fun.
Wow, that's incredible. What are some of, with all of these people that you're helping out and all getting all these resources together, and like you mentioned that you're purchasing a lot of it, what are some of the biggest pain points that you're experiencing that maybe somebody out there could help you out with?
Yeah, I think it's definitely been a challenging year, not just for us, but I think a lot of nonprofits that we connect with as far as, the grant process is being really competitive and challenging, and philanthropy is kind of interesting in the last couple of years as well. So for us, any partners with in-kind donations and the ability to purchase for us some of the high ticket items, shoes are a big one. Our kids get Converse, Nike, Adidas, solely. We also do Vans, but we want them to have really cool shoes when they're, getting a bag from us. So those are some of our big ticket items that we always love people to step in and support us with. And then, any funding of any kind goes directly to purchasing items. So that's always a great support for us.
Well, looking at the golf tournament coming up, so October 2nd, the Oregon Charity Championship, that's going to be taking place. There's a competition there involved as well. Something I'm asking everybody: will you be golfing in the tournament?
I will not be golfing, and probably because I need to practice a little bit more. But no, I've got a great team golfing. I'm really excited about it. They're excited. We have our own charity golf tournament that's like 2 weeks before. So we're doing back-to-back tournaments.
Nice. You'll be prepped then.
Yes, I will be prepped. But we're just really grateful to be a part of it. It's such an amazing event that they've put on, and so generous of so many people to wrap around and make this event possible.
Well, if your team were to win, say, the grand prize, what's the first thing you would do with that money?
I think for us, it goes directly into supporting youth experiencing foster care. So for us, our bags, inventory purchasing, and making sure that that is always stocked and ready for all of our orders is where we'd love to increase our program that way.
Well, I want to, again, going back to what I said at the beginning, it's letting people know about organizations like Project 48 and letting people know out there if they want to get involved, if they want to help, if there's something that they can do, or maybe somebody knows of a foster child who could use your services. How can we get everybody in touch with you?
Yeah, everything's on our website. So our website's the best way. It's got links to everything. It has information about how to support, and also sort of breaks down what our bags are like, what our life skills program is like, how referrals can be made for all of those things. So our websites are our main space that I would send anyone to. It's got all of the great information on there on how to support us. And we've got, shopping lists and ways people can jump in that way and support us.
Nice. Well, Brandy, thank you very much, for joining me here today just to talk about this, and thanks for what you're doing, for all of those people who need it so much, and the numbers right there behind you, and I'm sure that's growing all the time. And appreciate all you're doing, and hopefully, we can connect you with some more people here to help you out on your mission as well. And good luck at the golf tournament, both golf tournaments.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You bet. And thank you to everybody, too, for joining us here for Fox 12 Now. Again, I'm Greg Nibbler. We broadcast live starting every weekday at 1 p.m. Pacific, and then throughout the hour. And then beyond that, today is Friday, so 2 p.m. means that we're going to be running the Fox 12 Weather Podcast Video Edition. We get to see everybody talking about the weather, so that's coming up here at 2 p.m., so you'll definitely want to join for that one. And in the meantime, I'm going to sign off. But thanks, everybody, for joining me. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.